Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This is where we get everything you need to know in 90 seconds to 9 o'clock with news as American jobless benefits expire. The rise in poverty distress follows. New claims for unemployment benefits in the US came in at just under 900,000 last week. That was much higher than the 825,000 expected. And the number of people still qualified and getting these benefits fell by more than 1.2 million last week to just on 10 million as the pace rises whereby 6-month entitlement periods end. Remember, at this peak in March was almost 25 million. Many of those have gotten jobs since then, about 700,000, but that leaves a huge 14 million people who have lost benefit qualification. And there is still no progress on any congressional plan to extend benefit entitlements. The social pressures are building to an ugly level there. The next set of regional Fed factory surveys are mixed, although both are expanding. The Philly Fed one reports rising activity, but the New York one reports a pullback in their region. Both have huge industrial bases. In China, American investors have piled into a big $6 billion Chinese government bond issue. More such issues are on the way. And China's consumer inflation fell to 1.7% above the same month a year ago and a 90-month low in September as pork price growth eased. Observers say CPI still has some way to fall yet as the pork price gets back to some sort of normal after the African swine flu crisis. In India, they've launched a $10 billion infrastructure spending boost to try and arrest their downturn. And in Australia, the number of jobs fell there in September by a bit less than 30,000, and 20,000 of those were full-time employments. The US Treasury 10-year yield is unchanged this morning at just on 0.73%, and the price of gold is also virtually unchanged at $1,904 an ounce. Oil prices are a little changed as well, just on $40.50 in the US, while the international price is a bit softer at 42.75 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar starts today 0.5% lower at 65.9 US cents. Against the Australian dollar, we're firm at 93 Australian cents and holding on to yesterday's gain. Against the euro, we're softish at 56.3 euro cents. That means our trade-weighted index is down about 40 basis points to 69.4. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.